my class. I think this is my classroom.
Is this your classroom?
I think so. I am the anime protagonist, so I sit in the back next to the window. This is my seat.
Of course. Oh, that's so weird. The window should be here.
Yeah, I know the window should be here, but whatever. I'll sit here anyway.
Close
Anime
enough.
protagonist. Yeah.
Does everybody have like black and brown hair? Then you're just here with the.
Yeah.
I see. I'm one of the background characters. I have brown hair. I sit here.
Oh, it's okay. I look at your back, so that means you're important. You're like the side friend that dies.
Then one day, wait, I love those characters. Do you one day look out the window and see something that calls you?
Yeah.
And then you stand up and you go, and then the entire class turns around and looks at you, and I'm one of the girls that giggles a little like, what you looking at?
Nothing. And then I like look down out of embarrassment, but then I look out the window again and like, what is that? And then I go home from school, and then like a mysterious like god creature comes to me and like, you're the chosen one, and then you're like, you have to fight for a cause. And then I'm like, why? And then like, oh, you're special. I'm like, oh, I'm special, okay. And then I turn into a magic girl, and then yeah.
And then you come to school the next day and I see you acting kind of weird, and I go up to you and I say, hey, is everything okay, Bijou?
You wouldn't understand. Nothing's wrong. But in the inside, I'm like, haha, she doesn't know that I'm the chosen one. She doesn't know, haha. But then when I'm fighting an enemy at night, when I'm on patrol, and then I'm fighting the bad guy, you are on a walk, and then you're like, wait, is that? I'm like, you're like, it is. And then you're like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, no. And then I have to protect you, and then you're my friend on the side that like, you know, cheers me on because you know my secret.
Yeah, and then it turns out that I was keeping a secret, that I was super into the lore of whatever your backstory is, and I'm like, oh my gosh, magical girls are real. I know all the research and I can help you because I've been looking into this for years and years, and so we become best friends. And even though I don't have the special powers, you know, I kind of help you.
Yeah, but you're my wingman. But overall, in general, it was a mistake to bring someone without powers or defense to something as dangerous as magical girl fights. So in the end, you get injured because you have no powers, and I wasn't fast enough to protect you because you're literally a sitting duck because you have no help or no powers. But I wanted to bring you anyway because you're like my best friend and I feel stronger with you. But in the end, I couldn't protect you, and then you got hurt, and then you're in the hospital. I'm like, no! And then I rage out and like, and I get angry because it's like, you're my friend! And then I kill the bad guy, and I'm like, yes, the bad guy's dead. But then I look over, and then you're like on your last legs of life, and you're like, oh, you must live on. I'm like, okay, I will for you. It wasn't worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I never brought you with me, Mumei.
Yeah, then cut off. Yes, and then I die. And then in the next episode, it starts with you having a dream where everything is back to normal, and we're in this classroom, and I'm just sitting in front of you, and it's as if nothing happened. And then I look behind, but when I look behind, I'm covered in the bandages that I was in when I was in the hospital. And then I suddenly fade away, and then you realize that this is the dream. And then you're in your magical girl outfit again, and you're like, oh no, it's all real. And then you wake up in a cold sweat, and I'm dead. I'm dead.
And it's fine because then there are 7 magical orbs that I have to find around the world that summons like a big not a dragon thing. And then I'm like, oh, I wish for my best friend to come back to life, and then you come back to life, so it's fine.
And then I'm alive.
Yeah. Oh, but something weird happened. And you got powers after I wished you back to life. So now you can fight with me. Because wow, all of a sudden, and now I'm not alone anymore. I'm not alone anymore. And now Mumei is also a magical girl. Yeah.
And then I get a spin-off in an OVA that covers my everyday life. And then there's a beach episode, and then you're there. And that's the only time I'm the main character. And then it goes back to the main show, and I'm a background character. Or not background, I'm the side character again. At risk of dying again. Has that ever happened in an anime where, like, the side character died, then was brought back to life, then died again? Like, not the main character. I can think of one anime where it happened to the main character, but Dragon Ball. Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. But it's not even. Well, the side characters do, but the main character also dies and comes back to life, and dies and comes back to life, and dies and comes back to life over and over and over and over again. It's not just the side characters.
Yeah. I can also think of I don't even remember. Oh,
Kayla,
part 4 was
are you
in
just
Italy.
listening to us like these two weirdos? She's gone.
She's gone. Did she really leave?
Well,
I'm
no, she.
here.
Oh, okay.
I just respectfully trying to wait until the story finished.
Well, it wasn't
The
finished
whole
yet. I was about to
anime
say,
finished
like,
to say
and then.
because I need to go back to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, and then God descended.
I waited.
You wait, you're so patient.
Yeah, I waited.
You're so patient. You're the god.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then God descended, and then bonked us for being too weird, and that was God was you. Yeah, and at the end,
Then God had to go do some stuff.
and then God had a spin-off of each episode.
Are you guys gonna continue again?
No, we're
Because I
done.
can't
We're
wait
done. We're
another
done. We're done.
4 seasons.
No, all anime is the same now. There's no point.
Okay, I see.